Hey there, Vinyl community. Welcome back to Vinyl Talk with Tavis. And I'm Tavis. On my way home from work, a beautiful day, another beautiful day here in Kansas City, Missouri. It was so beautiful that I decided to eat outside with some of my students. Yes, it's been a great day. We're learning rhythm. Remember, I told you in a previous video that I was bringing my Elvis Presley, the Essential Elvis Presley album. The kids love it. So much so, especially was it a kindergarten or a first grader? It was a first grader. I have a Crossley as well in my classroom, and I gathered them all around. And Naman, I'm going to be using your portion of your video entry of how records work. I'm going to teach that to my older kids. I can't wait. It helped me to understand. It was so cool. So cool, Naman. What a great video. You all have been making great videos. And yes, someone said, they questioned me and said, they said, how they put it, aren't you the one getting paid to teach? Did you make this contest in order to get content to teach your kids? Hey, teachers are known for stealing ideas. So yes. Anyway, I was teaching, or I was playing the song, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, for my first graders. Many of them knew that song because their parents know the song. 'Cause I can't help falling in love with you like a river flows. Anyway, I'm playing this song and they're watching the vinyl spin, and this one girl was sitting right next to me, and another girl tapped me on the shoulder and she said, "Mr. Minner, she's crying." And I looked right behind me, and there she was. And again, the record was playing on the Crossley, all those things that many vinyl lovers hate. They hate those Crossleys, but I use it for my younger kids, and I keep my expensive one by my desk where no one can touch it. But this girl was crying, you all. And I said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Yeah." And I had another girl, the girl who initially told me she was crying. I said, "Console her. Kind of give her a hug." And she was crying because she felt the song was so sad. One of the most beautiful love songs. Elvis Presley was a singing son of a gun. Y'all, that man's vibrato, it was just awesome. I really didn't like when Elvis got older and he did those songs that he did when he was younger. And especially in his concerts that he did in like Hawaii or someplace, and he was forgetting the lyrics and he was playing with the lyrics and he wasn't serious. But at the time of the recordings, like in the 50s and 60s, I mean, those were serious, great songs. But I guess he became a novelty unto himself. He became a caricature of himself, and he wasn't as serious to me with the music. But anyway, just the fact that the girl was crying showed that his music is still powerful. A first grader, 6 or 7 years old, crying. See how music has emotion? There is such emotion attached to music. And I didn't question her. I didn't say, "Let's stop the music." I just said, "Baby, it'll be okay." And at the end, the girls and boys they clapped, and we went on with our lesson, and the little girl who was crying was okay. One of those great moments. So I've been playing Elvis Presley all week. Not Cardi B. Not Taylor Swift. I've been playing Elvis Presley, and the kids enjoy it. I have great students. You all, I hate talent shows. I absolutely despise talent shows. The shows in which kids are judged, and there's first, second, and third place winners. I've never been in a school where there are talent shows. I've been in schools where there are talent showcases. Much different. Showcases are when the kids just showcase their talent and there's no judgment. Now, there are auditions, and we choose a certain amount of children for a certain amount of time that we have to have the show. But I just do not like talent shows, and here's the reason why. When I was a boy, I was always singing. And the first talent show that I wanted to enter, I was in the 4th grade. And at the last minute, maybe about a couple of days before the show, because we had to rehearse the show, I backed out. And my 4th grade teacher at the time was over the talent show. And when I told her that I did not want to do it, she gave me the most it was almost like, I don't want to say a good cuss out. It wasn't that. She dogged me out in front of the class so hard that I remember saying to myself at that time, I'll never do talent shows when I'm an adult. Never. Just the fact that she was so negative toward me about talent shows, and the fact that I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to be judged. I just wanted to sing and then sit myself down, which is it's different than singing and then expecting to win. There's a difference between expecting to win and just showcasing your talent and being applauded for the courage and the effort. There's a big difference. So when she dogged me out, I never will forget that. I felt my heart just sank. And I never, wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. I said to myself, I'll never be over a talent show. Then as I got older and got the courage to be in shows, I lived in a small town, and there was a lot of bias, and there was a lot of, there's a lot of racism, and people wanted certain people to win, and it was very political. So when we had talent shows in middle school and high school, I would be in all of them. I remember. And there would always be a certain person who would win first place. And I would sing gospel music and stuff like that. And boy, people would clap and applaud. And my mom and dad would be in the audience, and they just knew that I'd win. And I knew I'd win. I just felt it. I'm like, oh, I got this. And then they say, and the winner is the 3rd place winner. The 2nd place winner, me. The 1st place winner. And we were like, how did they get that? They were awful. It was all political. Never wanted to do a talent show again, although I did. And that kind of put a stinger in my heart about talent shows. When it comes to kiddos, now these America's Got Talent and The Voice and all this stuff, I don't watch that stuff, y'all. People will tell me, Tavis, have you listened? Have you watched? I'm like, no, I don't deal with that. It brings back those memories, because there seems to be always people who are better than others, and they don't win. But then again, music is so subjective that it's really hard to say who's first place and second place. Then there are times when people are just really bad and you wonder, how did they get it? It's almost like on your job. You ask yourself, how did that person get a raise? Or how did that person get that higher position? And I've been working here longer than he or she has. And what did I do? And you've been working your butt off. But yet you're still not getting anywhere. That's how it can be for talent shows. It can be like that in these schools. And I was a part of it. In my school, since 1997, never had talent shows. I said it straight at the beginning. I said, no, I don't believe in judging children and saying who's first, second, and third. I believe in the kids showcasing their talent and the fact that they have the courage to get up there and perform in front of their peers. That's the award. And at the end, every last one of them gets a certificate of participation. Now, I'm talking about kids. Now, when it comes to adults, after the age of 19 or 20, if you want to be on The Voice and be a part of this reality stuff, that's totally different. People have begged me, Tavis, be on The Voice and all this stuff. And I almost tried. I almost auditioned. But I was like, no. I remember it was like, a long time ago, when it first came out, I auditioned and put something on YouTube, and one of these people from, I forgot what show it was. It wasn't The Voice, because The Voice wasn't out then. But they contacted me, and they said, we'll be in your city. We can't wait to hear you. But I didn't go. And you know what? I don't even regret it. Because I said to myself, it's all political. It's a game. It's not real. Half of these folks up there can't sing worth, my dad always says, half of these folks can't sing good morning. Did Aretha Franklin have to be a part of some type of a talent show to get what she got? Did Stevie Wonder? No, they worked their butt off at an early age, and they were probably in some talent shows or whatever, or just talent show displays, showcases, and they just worked their way up and found people. It's really about who you know. It's a mixture of talent, who you know, and the drive that you have to be a performer. And I've chosen to be a teacher and perform on the side. I do both. I perform and I teach. But I truly enjoy teaching because I always remember when I was a boy, I said, I don't want to be a teacher, or I don't want to be a music teacher in which the kids will be turned off from music class. That was my motto when I was a teenager and when I went to college. So that's my little rant, y'all. I just cannot stand talent shows, and I'd rather that little kids, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, I think that there should be talent showcases. Now, when it comes to sports, I mean, someone has to win, someone has to lose. I mean, someone gets enough points and they have to be the winner. But music is subjective. One person may think that someone sounds good, and another person may think that they don't sound good. I know, and there could be points involved with that. Well, I give them a 10. No, I give them a 4. But with sports, it's different. It's either that or this. They made the touchdown or they didn't. There's no judgment call. It's what it is. So, no talent shows will I be involved in. Never. And I want my kids and anyone that I know who's going to be in a show, listen, for children of my own, you will be showcasing your talent. You will not be judged, and you will not feel bad that you didn't win because you were better than the person who did. That's my rant. Because kids are already asking, Mr. Minner, I want to be in the talent show. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. Or, yes, sir. We're going to have the talent show. You have to audition. And you have to be prepared. And usually, all of them who audition make it. It just depends on if they really are not prepared. And they know so. They know this. But once they're up there on that stage, no one is saying, I think they should get first. And then someone is a doctor or a lawyer in the audience, and people are looking and saying, I think you should give his daughter first place because he's a doctor. Freak that. We don't do that. Not in the school that I teach. These kids will showcase their talent, and that's what they're going to do. They will get an applause, and then they'll get a certificate of participation, and that's it. And then everyone feels good. Imagine how I felt winning second place, knowing that I was better than the person who got first place. And everyone's asking me afterwards, Tavis, why did you lose? I'm like, hell if I know. Hell if I know. I don't know why I lost. Now I know. Politics. You all, I hope you're having a great day. And as always, with music, be inspired and stay inspired.